If you read Card Player magazine or if you look at their website, you may have seen ads like these for Lock Poker before. They advertise huge deposit bonuses as well as reloads and many other things. What they don't mention is that if you deposit your money on a Lock Poker, you're very unlikely to get that money back anytime soon, if ever. Before getting to that, I'd like to point out a couple more minor issues with these advertisements. First off, to my knowledge, Lock does not offer a $100,000 guaranteed tournament every Sunday, and they haven't for quite some time. To be fair to Card Player, Lock does still also list the tournament on their own website, although it's listed under their network schedule and they're no longer even part of a network. Today is Sunday, so I did open the Lock tournament lobby to double check, and the highest tournament that I saw listed scheduled anytime soon is a $25,000 guaranteed rebuy tournament. In this advertisement for Lock Poker, also found on cardplayer.com, it's mentioned that Lock has an elite team of pros. One of the pros listed, Chris Moorman, actually left the site many months ago when customer complaints about Lock started to boom. Another one of the pros listed, Matt Stout, recently disappeared from Lock's homepage and presumably no longer represents Lock either. These mistakes can easily just be the result of laziness in keeping the ads up to date, but it's interesting to note that there's no problem with keeping up to date on new deposit bonuses, new jackpots, etc. The larger, more important issue is the fact that Card Player is advertising for Lock at all. Towards the end of 2012, Cashouts to customers of Lock Poker began to become slower and slower. That's not unusual for payments to countries like the United States that have governments that are hostile towards online gambling. However, payments to customers in countries where poker is entirely legal were also slowing down, and there was nothing to prevent Lock from sending these customers their money other than them not having the money or simply not sending it. Throughout 2013, these cash out times became progressively slower and slower and slower, to the point where there are now many people who have actually been waiting for over a year for their cash outs. In this time, Lock was barred from advertising any longer on 2+2 poker forums, and they're also no longer a part of the Revolution Poker Network. Skrill also decided recently to stop facilitating all deposits to Lock Poker. Currently, the average waiting time for customers that have ordered cash outs is about 7 months for checks or Western Union cash outs and about 6 months for cash outs via e-wallets like Skrill and NetTeller. This information comes from reports made by the players themselves and tracked on the 2+2 forums. I'll include a link to the thread where they're tracked so that you can see the details for yourself, and I'll also add links to some other threads that are relevant to this video. As a result of the extremely long wait times on cash outs and the high probability that Lock will not be in business much longer, the value of funds on Lock has gone down dramatically. These days, it's very hard to even find anyone willing to trade for Lock funds, but the last trade that was reported was at just under 14 cents on the dollar. Now, in November, there were a handful of trades, and those averaged about 17 cents on the dollar. As you can see in the graphic, in this last reported trade, the trader traded $900 of his Lock money for $125 of real money. At that rate, even with your super duper 200% deposit bonus, your money is still dramatically losing value as soon as you put it onto Lock because of the high probability that you'll never be able to get that money back when you try. A standard first-time deposit bonus for an online poker site is usually something in the neighborhood of a 100% bonus for $500 or $600. So when you see an advertisement for something like this that has such a huge bonus that's so out of line with what's typically offered, you should immediately be suspicious of that ad and of that company offering it being a company like Lock that is a scam that is just trying to scoop up a few extra deposits before they shut down. I've tried my best to keep this video concise to make it more watchable, but if you'd like to learn more about lock, I will again include links in the description area that you can follow and read up on it some more. I'd also encourage you to contact CardPlayer and to let them know that you don't appreciate them promoting a scam and having false advertising in their site and in their magazine. Thanks, and have a great day.